So, man, I was talking to you guys a couple Sundays ago about what God is showing me, and it was the body. But He was showing me how me and my wife had to be one first. So I'm doing what I normally do. I look for the ministry part of it. I look for, that part of what I feel like He's telling me to do, which is totally opposite of what He wants to do, So I'm thinking, okay, well, let me print this up. Me and my wife can sit down and start going through this book, so she can start seeing this and.
Honey, I need you to see this.
That's how it was. That's how naive I was this week. So.
Did you tell her I need you to know my love language?
So and what I come to my surprise. He says, no, you're going to live this. You're going to experience this. So He done something that I never thought He would do. Well, I've given my testimony about how God showed me my filth because I couldn't see it. I could only see it in other people, And so one day He showed me my filth, and I was able from that day on to put down who I am. And sometimes you don't even realize what you're walking in or what you're doing, until He shows it to you. And so the craziest thing happened. He showed me my wife. He showed me her in a way that He showed me her selfishness. Like it's easy for me to see it, but He showed it in such a way that it just, like when you see it, you're like, wait a minute, what? So now everything's like magnified 100 times because it's not the usual stuff that you already know, but it's like magnified, and so it's like, so I'm like, wait a minute, what's going on here? Why is He showing me it like this? And why do I have to see every detail? You know what I'm saying? And when He began to show me it, it just zapped me. It was like, why am I doing this? Why am I here? It was so bad that I was leaving. Not the marriage, but the city, the state of California. I know I've shared my testimony about me feeling like I belong back there, and God's called me there, and when He showed this to me, it just, when you're able to see, it's like having a cheat sheet, you know what I'm saying? Like, I see everything now. I'm like, why is He showing me this? You know what I'm saying? And so I'm in my mind, I'm like adding this stuff up, like what am I doing here? What am I still doing here?
Right.
And I said, she doesn't love me. This is all about her. Everything in my life and my relationship is about her. Us being here is about her. Every choice we make is about her. Every decision we do is about her. So He's just showing me her selfishness, and it's like it's magnified, and it's like I can't even deal with it. And I'm like, why is he showing me this? And it's really because of what I still hold on to, what I still want, what I still desire. That has to be taken. So how does He do it? By showing me someone else to see it's still alive in me. And so I'm looking at like, well, that's not good enough for me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, okay. I'm this. You call me what you want, but I'm leaving, So, you know what I'm saying? This is just the reality of what I'm dealing with. Like, okay, if we're supposed to be one, and she's all this, then this is never going to happen. I am never going to be able to get her to see this. This is not going to happen. And so I'm like, all right. So I'm calculating this. Okay, well, if I go back home, I know that'll be a setback, but I know God will still be with me. I know He's going to build me back up, blah, blah, blah. I'm already got this going in my mind, how this thing is going to work. You know what I'm saying?
Justified.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I already have it. Okay.
Yeah.
This is what's gonna happen. I'm gonna go back home and I'm gonna get myself together and all this is gonna happen and the wife is gonna see and she's gonna come back home. That's what's going on in my mind. And so I can't get this phone call from somebody, and you already know when that phone call comes, you already know what's gonna happen,
Hey, bro, how you doing? What's going on?
And I'm like, okay, I already know it's coming, and I already know what's gonna happen.
But you still want to fight a little bit.
But you know what I'm saying, and it's like. And this is how bad it was.
Do you even want to answer that phone call?
I don't. I think we played phone tag for like a week.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? We really did. And it wasn't that I was avoiding, but it was conveniently avoiding him.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
I mean, I was at work, okay, and I'll sneak a call back. He wouldn't answer, like, yes. You know
at least it looks like I tried.
Yeah,
So I'm okay.
So I'm doing this, and it's like, when you get that call, it's coming. I'm sitting there in the bed like, oh man, I gotta do this. I have to. And I'm thinking, I gotta tell Pastor that I can't do it.
Right.
I gotta go. It's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. And so, after an hour and 40 minutes, my mind's already like turned around. Like, okay, cool. And he lifts my spirits, and I'm like, okay, I get it. I see what God's trying to do. I have to go. She's my cross right now, and that's what I have to deal with, right? And that's okay, He reassures me, this is the Lord, and blah, 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 okay. And so the next day, he doesn't even know about this. The next day, oh my gosh, he says something that cut me to the core. It just challenged my manhood, bro. And I said, okay, all right. That's it, I'm done, I can't. I said, I just can't. I have to call Pastor and tell him I can't.
Yeah.
And I said, this is what I'm going to tell Pastor when I call him. I'm going to say, Pastor, I have to tell you something. But after I tell you, you cannot have my ear. You know what I'm saying? This is what I'm plotting. I'm plotting this, you know what I'm saying? And so I'm
Cutting
just,
it off.
you know what I'm saying? And this is the thing. This is when it got really bad for me, is when I went out to work. Because you can get somebody in your car, and they don't really want to talk. And you got a long ride, and all you do, you're just in your thoughts. And everything's coming up, and and he's showing you everything that's coming up. And you're just like, yeah, I think I'm gonna have to do it. Yeah, I'm just gonna start all over. I'm just gonna have to go. I'm already, it's just confirming itself over the day.
Yeah.
And then the thing that irks me is you can walk in the house and it's like, hi babe, what's up? It was like nothing. And I'm like, wait a minute, I'm ready to drop kick you, and you're you know what I'm saying, you're this way, and it's like, what is going on? What is going on? Why is it nothing to her? Why can't she see what she's doing, to me? And
God, it was the woman you gave me.
and so, man, I'm telling you, man, and I'm like, okay, we're supposed to be spending time together. I sat her down, told her we got to spend time together, we got to make time, and I haven't seen her in a week, what I'm saying? She's pushing whatever she's doing and doing whatever she's doing, and then the minute I go out the door, she comes back home and goes to sleep, you know what I'm saying? And I work all night,
Yeah.
And so I'm like, okay. So this morning, she wakes up, I wake up and she's already downstairs cleaning or doing whatever she's doing. And then she comes up and she says, and I'm like, okay, she's still here. I'm thinking it's Tuesday. Tuesday is when she goes to work early, so I won't see her, but Wednesday she goes in 12, 1 o'clock, and so I didn't expect her to come back in the room. She was getting ready to go to work. And she was like, I was like, oh, I gotta tell her I gotta go. It's done. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, how do I do it? I'm saying because she's fine. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing going on with her. It's like everything's hunky dory. Like everything's fine. And then she says, you want to go to lunch? And I just sit there like, oh my God. Like, how am I going to tell her? Like, she wants to go to lunch. Now you want to go to lunch. I haven't seen you in a week.
So I'm ready to leave, and now you want to go.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so it's like, I'm like, oh my, how do I say it? How do I tell her? I still have to tell Pastor that I'm leaving. I'm like, I mean, I've calculated this. I'm like, how? I got to tell my brother Corey, this thing's not working. I got to tell my brother Joseph, you know. I'm like, I'm already out the door, really. And this
All
is
that's left is the goodbye.
yeah, this was just this morning, bro. This is literally this morning. And so she says, you want to go to lunch? And I didn't even answer. I couldn't even answer because I didn't know what to say. Like, no, I don't want to go to lunch. I want to argue with you, you know, like, but the thing, man, I just couldn't say no. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why, but I just couldn't say no. So after 4 or 5 minutes, you know, she's just like sitting there waiting for me. Like, she ain't yelling, or she just like, you want to go, you know? And says, okay, well, maybe we can go over there and talk, you know? Okay, so I get up and get ready, and we go sit down. And man, if God didn't move on this woman, man, in such a way that it just blew me away. So we're just sitting there talking, and I'm thinking, this is what's in my mind, you know, like, because I'm seeing her effort now. Now I'm seeing something, you know, like she realizes we wasn't together, you know, so I'm seeing this effort, and I'm looking at, okay, well, she's going to start talking about me and her, spending time, blah, blah, blah. And she starts talking about the church.
Oh.
She starts talking about the church. Oh, my goodness, bro. And she starts talking about all the things that we're going to do and all the things that she wants to do.
And it broke you.
Man, it messed me up, bro. Because
it's still messing you up.
It is, bro. Because it's like, just when we think.
It's all done.
Yeah. Just when we think it's finished. Just when we think there's no hope, bro.
Yeah.
And we had a 20-minute conversation about the church. And what she wants to do, and what God's showing her, and how what she wants to implement, and she had a conversation with. She told me about the conversation she had with Pastor, and how she says, you know, set some things straight, and you know, and just to see that, bro, like, it messed me up because it was like, you know, and I'm thinking like, okay, you know, she's gonna work on a relationship, and it's about the church, bro, like the very thing, if anything. That's the most important thing for me, you know, to be one in that church, you know, but to see that, bro, and to see him just literally just do the work. And it had nothing to do with what I was trying to do or bring or present.
Yeah.
I had lost faith. I had lost faith in him. Mm-hmm. I had lost faith in everything that I thought could possibly be done.
Yeah.
And even though I had no faith in this, we sit there and had a 20-minute conversation about where we're going in the church. And I was able to sit down and show her the body. She says, you know, she had a talk with Pastor about the body, and I mean, not the body, but, you know, because her problem is trying to understand what he's doing. Like she says, you know, one of her complaints is that we'll have Bible study and then Pastor will take over. You know what I'm saying? And she don't understand. And I had to sit there and tell her, I said, well, the problem is that all Pastor sees is what's spiritual and what's not. He says, so if you're not in the spirit, then he's going to have to come and take it. And that's what he does. And so I'm literally sitting there explaining, showing her the body. Like, this is why. You know, Pastor said it's not about the preaching. Pastor said it's not. I said it's not. I said it's about serving. It's about, you know, and I was just able to express the body in a way that she got just like that. And
she took it. She received it.
And it was crazy. It was crazy.
I wish you could have seen her on Sunday.
Awesome.
I know you heard about it,
Mm-hmm.
but I wish you could have
Awesome.
seen what happened on Sunday.
I didn't.
When she came in, it was right before the service. She came in, and she came into it like she didn't just show up. She came right into it. We prayed in, and there was an exchange between her and Sochi.
Mm.
Sochi was able to let go. Heidi was able to pick up, and it was seamless, bro. It flowed. That's what was Remember how you saw how I was talking on Sunday, right? That's what that was coming from, was what happened, what was happening that day. Everything flowed. We were all in the Spirit. It was like it was always that way. She stepped right in, and and here's the thing, I think she found her place in it, because she said, okay, we can do this and this and that, and it was hers. She took it. And there it was. So she took it on, and there was peace in her. You could see it. But on Sochi, she was able to let it go, and there was peace.
She went and got peace.
She went and
got the
but
peace.
nobody.
We wasn't even worried about.
Yeah,
how the service
there was
went.
no strife.
No, I mean no.
Nobody was
strife.
worried. Everything flowed. Nothing stopped. Nothing was distracted. It just flowed. And like we were talking about earlier, we have transitioned. Like what we were doing a few weeks ago as a church, we are not doing that now. Everything is different. And what happened with Heidi is a big part of this. And that it's happening at home. All of this is, so I've been experiencing the same thing you were just not talking about, where I've lost faith that God will do anything between me and my wife. And some things started changing between me and her. It's not at the same level where you guys are right now, but things are changing between me and her. And there's a oneness between the two of us now at home that wasn't there before. It's not fully restored, I know, but it's baby steps. There's things starting to come together now, right?
See, and here's the thing, because it's so funny, because someone was asking about that, about you, because I don't know if you know what happened down Saturday, but when I say I'm about ready to leave, and I'm getting kicked out, it's not a joke. Is it? We went down there. This was, what, about like 150 pastors? About like 150. These are all men. Men come. And,
you get a lot of people, pastor, hardcore traditional pastors. You have nothing to do with.
it was so bad. On the phone said, "Don't try to go. Don't preach the word, because they'll mess you." And Jesse was up there
I had
preaching.
to come dressed up for that one.
Yeah, you have to be dressed up.
That time, and then, you know, I don't like doing that. I didn't know I was buying all those clothes a week before, but yeah.
So we get there, right? After the message, Jesse had everybody on the floor praying. I mean, he didn't say it. He just, everybody just got onto the altar, went to the altar. And I said, well, okay. Like, it looked weird if I don't at least get on my knees, right? Because I'm standing up, and I was like, first, when you know here's the worst part. When you know you're the only black man, that's stick out one number one.
The only one.
Yeah, that's number one is stick out. But first of all, Joseph, they think Joseph is Mexican, so they'll pay Joseph no mind. But I'm the only American there. That's what he looked like, and the only black.
Black American. Right,
Black
I never noticed that
American
first, literally.
So